Hey everybody. Okay, we're still experimenting with fresh goat's milk. And I got this notion, you never know, we'll see what it does. So I've got 2 tablespoons of honey right here. And I have got 1/4 cup of oats right here. Here I have got 2 teaspoons of alkanet root mixed with glycerin. And here, and this is the big one, will this hold up? I do not know. Turmeric is a natural product. Our lye water may just eat it and make it brown, but I want to try in glycerin and see what happens, okay? So I've got 2 teaspoons of turmeric mixed with glycerin. I mixed those 2 together with the glycerin earlier today. They've been mixing for 8 hours. They've been sitting for 8 hours. Okay, I have a mold, and you can do cardboard, but I have a piece of plastic that fits in my mold and divides it out. Okay, and then I have my lye that you saw us make, and it's quite thick and cold. And I melted my oils, and then I put them in the freezer till I got them just slightly chilly. And it just hit me, there was some of the things I wanted that I didn't have. Okay, I wanted to have a chopstick and a TEA spoon. That's the long-handled teaspoon. I've got some spatulas. Now, for the honey, I have got 0.7 ounces of lavender. That's not a full ounce, that's 0.7. 0.7 of lavender to go in the oatmeal. And then I've got 0.2 of the lemongrass. So that's 0.3. So that's an ounce altogether. So that's 2 ounces total for the whole batch. But 0.3 on lemongrass and 0.7 on lavender. All right, so we're using Essential Depot's lemongrass and lavender, therapeutic organic, the grade that they sell. And we're using, of course, their mold and their stationary basket. I think they call it a stackable basket. Okay, so gloves. Okay. So like the shop's been crazy all day, and I've been getting this stuff together slowly today while I had customers in between, and I finally locked the door. So now it's just me and you guys. Let's see what happens. Now I've been told I'm beating it too much with the stick blender, and I need to wait to put the fragrance or essential oils in last. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Okay? All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my very, very cold, when I put this in the freezer, it gelled on me to a frozen state. So I had to let it sit out then and come back to a liquid form, but I can still feel coldness. So here we go. And I'm soaping cold or soaping cool. All right, now I have gave the lye to the oils. Now I'm gonna add the milk. I'm going to try to quit beating it so with the stick blender, and I'm going to get all my fat. The fat always sinks to the bottom when you freeze fresh goat's milk. And the goat's milk is room temperature. And I wish I could show you, but I can't. But I'm going to try to get you up here as soon as I get it divided. Alright, so the natural sugar in the has already got my batter pretty thick. It's not too bad. I hope I've stirred it enough. I worry about that because I don't want separation. Well, there. We'll put it there. Okay. So now I'm gonna stir the oats in, and instead of using the stick blender, I'm using my spatula. I am told that this is better and that I'll get more playtime. Now I'm mixing the honey, and of course I probably ended up with a little bit of oats. I could have used a separate spatula, my fault. Okay, honey is blended, so I'm going to just leave that spatula in there. So now I'm blending my alkanet root. And y'all can use different kinds of colorants for this. I use natural colorants, and I'm just playing to see what kind of natural colorants I can get away with and all that kind of stuff. And now we're going to put in the turmeric for a nice yellow, hopefully. And I think it would have been fun to have a clothes hanger. I didn't have a metal clothes hanger to my name. So we ain't gonna get that. Okay, now I'm gonna bring you up here to the front so you can see what's going on. Okay, so first I'm gonna take my honey one and I'm gonna put it in there, hopefully. Oh, and I forgot to put my scent in. Oh, I have been so bad. Well, there's no fixing that one right now. I was so used to putting the scent in first, you know. So we'll put it in. We'll put both of them in the oatmeal. And it's getting very thick, and I'm sloshing out, and ay, ay, ay. Okay, so now we'll bang and we'll push it over, hopefully. I don't think it's well blended. I'm sorry you have such a limited space. I'm so hoping to get cameras so we can see better, guys. Okay, put it directly in the middle. I need to clean my sides off. Okay, let's see if this is gonna allow us any playtime. And so now we're going to put this over here. It's getting very thick. I mean, this really works better if you have some thickness to it, but maybe I'm just not working as fast as a normal person would that's used to doing cold process. No telling. I push this over now with my fingers. Okay. I'm stirring in my fragrance. Just hang 10. I worry I've not got this fragrance blended in enough, but then this is an experiment and it's all about you learning. So see, here's that, and me learning. It's really more about me than it is but I hope that as I perfect these things, you either enjoy watching or you learn something too. If anything, learn what not to do. Oh, me. Okay, so now we're going to push this lightly back so that we're in the center. Okay, guys, so can you see it? With gloves on, it don't want to come out. Okay, now we're going to beat it. I should have said, guys, hold your ears. And then we're going to do an S pattern like that. And you could definitely perfect that. And I'm hoping that we'll have a nice checkerboard with just a little bit of play. Now, we got it in there, but I've learned from experience that you've got to clean your sides. So I'm going to work real hard to try to clean my sides up completely. I guess I should be using paper towels. Because if you don't, it causes problems when you want to get it out. And a hanger swirl would have been fun if we had had more movability, but it just got too thick too quick. So we can't have that. So it doesn't matter that I didn't have a metal one to my name. Okay, so I've cleaned it up pretty good, and then once this becomes solid and I can work with it better, I'm going to clean it up even more so There's a little bit in that corner I could get out. And I'm gonna tap it. There we go. We'll see what that makes us in 24 hours. Was that crazy or what? Wow, I'm just not used to this high pressure stuff. All right, so I'm gonna recap this again. And I did get all the fragrance in, I just didn't get it all in the right ones. So the fragrance is in there, but part of it's unscented because I forgot. And but it's all in there. So we got lemongrass, we got lavender. And you know, it's pretty. If it'll just do right now, no more expansion cracks or warts and all that stuff. So I'm gonna put it in the freezer because it's got so much sugar content to it. So in she goes, and we'll find out what she looks like tomorrow. And I'm gonna try to clean this mess up. Oh, okay, so what we're playing with is we're playing with fresh goat's milk, not putting goat's milk powder in soap. I'm not fond of goat's milk powder. I like everything to be fresh, you know? So I'm trying to play with how to put it in there. And I could have just done a simple soap and showed you how to do it, but this is about me experimenting, playing, and I thought about my checkerboard that I do in hot process soap, and I thought, gosh, wouldn't that be fun? Will it give me enough time? So guys, is there anything I did that would have caused things to thicken faster? Because my milk was room temperature, my lye was cold, my oils were cool, and I know that I put things with natural sugars in there. The first thing, of course, was the milk, so that immediately started throwing it faster into gel. And then we have the honey, that doing the same. The colorants didn't seem to be an issue, but that milk, you know. But if you were doing a simple goat's milk soap, you know, which is probably what I'll end up doing, I'll probably end up, you know, producing a goat's milk soap that will probably have a layer of goat's milk and honey, a layer of goat's milk and oats, and a layer of just goat's milk. Use no colorant, probably even do unscented. And if anything else, maybe a fragrance with, you know, oats and honey fragrance. And then probably just do maybe a hanger swirl or some kind of swirl in it, and swirl the honey and the oatmeal and the and just the goat's milk all together. But this was just so much more fun. And I'm sort of proud of it now that I'm calming down. Excuse me, where's my water? Okay, so I've got one more of these to do. So this is video 1. We're gonna have the cut video, and then I'm fixing to do another goat's milk. And I'm not telling you what's in it, you're just gonna have to wait and see. Hey everybody, I have a guest today. You saw the grin on his face. He just turned the camera on for me.
She's may touch her camera. Number 13 here.
Oh baby, I got number 13.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. And you know, 13's always been one of my favorite numbers. And this gentleman, I think it was a guy. There was a man in the thumbnail picture for Facebook. You get over here. And he said, Kimberly, you might like to see this. You made number 13. I'm gonna have to put an insert now. It's blogspot something.com, and it said the top 100 soapers for blogs and online, and I was number 13.
Should be number 1, but hey.
That's just your opinion. I can't even imagine I'm number 13. I thought thought, sweet Jesus, I couldn't have made top 100. And then I find myself at number 13. You couldn't even get me to sit down. I was dancing around this store. My head was swelling. Whoa! It didn't blow up till this morning. And I was just floating by my head that was all swelled up. What now?
Yeah, it's hard to live with someone with a big head. I managed.
Did you manage, baby? You sorry thing. Get on out of here. No, wait. Do you want to help cut soap?
No.
You sure?
No, I left my knife at home.
You left your knife at home?
Yep.
Well, I have the Essential Depot cutter.
I got this pocket knife that worked.
No, you can't use a pocket knife to cut soap.
You can?
Well, you could if you was in the wilderness and you need to get clean really, really bad.
I need to get clean really bad. I just wouldn't even cut my soap. I just make the whole plank block.
See why he's so awesome?
They're like, yeah.
Wait, he's go-go gadget. Look, here's a gadget, here's a gadget, here's a gadget. 2 sets of keys, and he's got a pocket with 4 gadgets in that. We call him Go-Go Gadget Steve. If he don't have a pocket on his pant, on his shirt, what is it?
It's no good. It ain't a shirt then.
What'd you tell me it was this morning?
Oh, a towel.
It's just a towel if a shirt don't have a pocket. He's needing more shirts, and I said, well, we should, go and see if we can get you some shirts today. And he goes, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, you need some shirts. He says, well, we got to make sure they got a pocket. If they don't have a pocket, they're not really a shirt. And I said, well, what are they then? He says, a towel. And I laughed myself silly. Maybe when my head exploded.
No, it exploded yesterday.
It did?
Yeah. Nah, you're very modest.
I'm telling you, I really just, I could not believe I got number 13. I still cannot believe I got number 13. I keep thinking, well, it must be maybe it's a fan, that wrote it. But then I thought, no, I'd have been number 1 if it was a fan. So it must be a credible source because they put me at 13, right? Because if it was just fan acknowledgement, I would have been number 1, right? So that means it's credible, it's real. I keep thinking, how did I get 13? Oh my God, how did that possibly happen? Of course, I've already called everybody. All the family knows, people that are just slightly, friends. I mean, everybody knows, Facebook knows, and now YouTube. Number 13. Are you going to help me cut the soap?
Just tell me what to do.
Go sit down, baby. It's all right.
You don't trust me anyway.
He'll be happier over there playing with the dog.
Yeah, come here, dog.
We got the dog with us today. Oh, which video shall we do? Which one shall this be on? I can't help it. I gotta see what that looks like. So, today's video, we are going to be cutting our checkerboard total test. And look at that! It's holding its color. The glycerin seems to have caused it to hold its color. The turmeric did not turn black or brown or wonky colors. It looks good. I mean, it looks like crayon colors, but it looks good. I mean, the test seems to have worked. And so let me get some gloves. And I got a lye burn yesterday. I posted it on Facebook. One little lye crystal got away and got underneath the strap on my shoe and drilled a hole in my foot. And it's still a little sore today. I was helping a customer and I found myself I just kept wiggling and wiggling and wiggling, and I was like, that really burns. What's going on? And then it hit me. And I was like, excuse me. I had to get down the floor and take my shoe off, throw it up underneath my arm and say, I'm sorry, now how can I help you? I was helping a customer holding one shoe and taking the other foot and wiggling it on the back of my leg. Oh man. I can't wait. Now I've put this in the freezer and then I cleaned up the sides. So let me put in a little clip right here so that y'all can see that. Okay guys, I put my soap in the freezer for about 30 minutes to ensure that I stop having these problems with my soap being soft and being damaged in the unmolding process. And it would have been better if I didn't have this rigid knife but had a smooth sharp blade knife. But I'm also trying to clean all my edges up with this knife to try to prevent this problem that I've been having with losing chunks of soap when I unmold, because it drags on the stuff that's stuck to the side of the mold. And I'm sure y'all guys are just cleaner than I am and not as messy, but I've just got my rustic messy charm on, and so I am ending up with these drag marks. And so, but I thought, you know, there might be somebody out there as messy as I am that could use this little hint. And so now I'm going to tap and try to get rid of these little pieces. There we go. Before I try to unmold it and everything. I can't get it to go back down in there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I see still just a little bitty ledge right there, and there's one barely on this side too that needs to be embarked upon. And so I'm working on getting that off and cleaning this up really good before I go and try to take it out of the mold for y'all guys. And there was a piece I totally missed. Didn't even see that piece. But maybe that will prevent the damage that I've been having. The fact that I'm cleaning up better, because I'm definitely not good at cleaning it up right after I put it in there. Let's see. Alright, let's see about this one. I am so excited that the color held. And see that I'm getting rid of? And then I'm gonna I think I got this one just a touch cleaner, but I'm gonna lightly cut in beside the soap on this one and see if that helps any on it coming out. I'm so used to hot processed soap, and I can tell you, you know, just like how it's gonna perform, and I'm used to its texture, and I'm used to unmolding it, you know, and it's so sturdy, and I'm not used to removing you know, these delicate loaves of soap. Although I'm hoping this one won't be too delicate, since we took out 2 ounces of water out of this double batch. And so I'm going to just keep working on cleaning up the sides of my mold with this knife, and I'll let us go on back to the next part of the video. I just said let me put that little clip in there.
Put that little clip in there.
Uh-huh.
A little clip.
Okay, so that's what I did. We put it in the freezer for 30 minutes. And of course, I'm using the Essential Depot mold and stackable basket. And then I cleaned up the edges really good with a knife, which you saw. And I'm hoping, woohoo, it looks like it's coming out very decently. Oh, we did have some, you know, I was worried. I was working really fast, but I was worried that some of the lemongrass was not gonna soak into the soap, but because it was getting, I was having to hurry and it was getting really, really thick. And so I think the key to having this much play and movability to a soap is to take the soap and not do that water reduction, possibly just reducing a ½ ounce per batch. This is 2 ounce, this is a double batch, 3 pounds. And so I would say that may soak in and absorb into the soap. Here, that little bit of lemongrass essential oil that's floating around there, or it may weep out. We'll just have to wait and see. And that was strictly because I was losing mobility on the soap, or flexibility to play with it, and I was hurrying, and I was trying not to use my stick blender because everybody's telling me, Kimberly, you got to start just blending it with your spatula, because the stick blender causes it to get thicker too quick. So, but my decision here is that when you're doing something where you need this much time for movability, you need to not reduce the water so strongly. And maybe that will do it, because the soaping cool really seems to be working. And the goat's milk, the fresh goat's milk, seems to be tolerating this particular procedure. But the thing I'm excited about the most is that the turmeric soaked in the glycerin seems to be holding up and not being turned brown and being eaten by the lye, which is what's happened to me whenever I've added turmeric directly to oils and added it. So the glycerin seems to be our best friend. Oh, and let's see, this is oats only. This is honey only. Well, you know, no, I bet I put fragrance in that one. And I put fragrance in 2 of them. This is the alkanet soaked in glycerin, and this is the turmeric soaked in glycerin. And I'll bring a cut bar over here in a minute. So let's see what we get. Dun 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 dun. Ta-da! Now I'm using the back of my hand here and I'm being really gentle, but putting the soap in the freezer for 30 minutes has done wonders for this soap's tolerance of being dealt with this soon in the cutting process, whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, so isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty, pretty, pretty? Come on, you know it is. Say it is. Say it is. It's gorgeous, but it's really not meant to be. I mean, you know, this would be a perfectly awesome, you know, sailing soap, I think. I would just do 2 colors instead of 1, but, you know, and you could just do honey and oats and then honey and oats and do it like that, and use no colorant if you were wanting to do just something more natural, but have your honey and then have your oats in a different square. And of course you could have done the alkanet here and the turmeric here, and it's just gorgeous. I think the squares are not perfect, and that gives it a rustic appeal, and I love rustic. And I'm going to tell you, it smells very awesome. This is a good... Hey Steve, would you come smell it?
Sure.
I think my nose is just not ready. I want to know if you can smell the lavender or if you can only smell the lemongrass.
Smelling.
Baby.
I can't help it, I don't know.
Well, lemongrass smells lemony. Do you smell something lemony?
A little bit.
Alright.
It ain't overpowering.
Alright, and do you smell anything lavenderish? Floral? You don't smell the floral at all?
I know. Well, my nose has been stopped up.
Oh, just go on. Just go on. Shoot. Shoot.
You should have that.
Bridget! Where's my Bridget? Bridget's puny today. And she's so good at smelling them and telling you. She's just so good at it. So anyway, so here is our little babies. And I'm so excited about these. I can't wait. They're very firm, but of course I did put them in the freezer for 30 minutes. So we can't tell just yet. So maybe I'll do the other video and let these sit out in room temperature. I don't even have a place to put these on my curing racks. My curing racks are completely full, and tomorrow Bridget is going to package all the hot process soap that's on there, and then we'll have room. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think about 6 loaves of bar number 11 over there waiting to be cut. And I've got to cut it today while I'm here. And then I have no place to put it on the curing racks either. So I have got to get a hold of Essential Depot online and order me some more curing racks. I can't, it's been a good while since I bought any, because, you know, with hot process, you know, the soap cures out in 5 to 7 days. So by the time you can fill them all up, you know, you package them and then you're ready to fill them all up again. But with all this cold process soap that takes, you know, 4 to 6 weeks, it's just like taking up 2 whole trays, and there's not even room for this on that tray. And so that only left me 3 trays for the hot process, which I completely filled. But now I'm gonna need 2 trays to put that on, and I don't have any more trays. And I really think I just need to get another set of wheels too. This cold process soap just takes too long to cure. It's just clogging up the curing racks. So I'm gonna have to work on it, on how to cure so much soap for such a long period of time, and because I'm just not used to it. It doesn't make it wrong, it just makes it something I'm not used to doing. Now I want to show this to you again. I'm hoping that the lemongrass will soak in, will be pulled in as the soap cures. I've seen that happen before, and I'm so excited about these. And then also I'm hoping that these are gonna harden up quick and not take 4 weeks. With the last, it didn't take 4 weeks because we had a water reduction, and this recipe seems to harden well. So we can just hope. And oh, and I want you to look at the tops. I think The top is really, really pretty. I didn't show you that. This is the thing I do with hot process soap, and it worked pretty well with the cold process soap. So anyway, so let me think, is there anything else I'm supposed to tell y'all on this? We got some donations for Kitty, so we are working on getting her an appointment to get her fixed. And if you would be so kind as to help donate, I would so appreciate help with Kitty. I want to get her fixed so that she never has to ever endure this again. And I would really love to get the babies fixed as well. So we had our first donation from a lady on that's a friend of mine on Facebook and is also a fellow soaper, and I posted that on Kimberly Phillips Magnut, which is my fan page or business page, you might say, on Facebook, and you can go and tell her thank you for helping us out and joining the team. Get in, guys. We're a team, so let's just get right in and get this done. Please, I want to get her fixed. And then we got to find all the babies' homes. It's gonna. I'm going to start posting updates. When you walk out there and they see you, they go. But then when you pick them up and you pet on them a minute, they're like, oh, maybe I should like her better. I'm just not used to adults, you know, they're not used to people. And but they're the sweetest little cuddly bunnies once you start loving them. All right, and I think they're gonna make excellent mousers. That's my opinion if you need a mouser. All right, so, and thank you for using my Essential Depot link. And thank you so much for watching my commercials. And I know that we've all been told, or I guess you've been told that YouTube is going to phase out commercials because a lot of devices, they just won't play. Like when you cast, they don't play. A lot of devices, when you play the videos, it doesn't play. And so what I'm understanding from the YouTube creator pages is that the AdSense commercials are going to be phased off of YouTube. So that's why they are instigating or have instigated the patron process, and so that creators that are used to having that money to do the things that they do to be able to make these videos for you guys will still have some form of support. I know that my commercial revenue had just been slowly deteriorating over the past 2 years, no matter what I did. And then I started looking and finding out that that's what was going on. So many devices don't play the commercials, so therefore there's no revenue even though your video was watched. And so therefore that that money that would come in to help pay for things is just not there anymore. So that's why they have instigated or created, I guess is a better word, the Patreon, or Patreon I think it is, which is basically a patron situation. And that is $1 a month, and it is to get on board with your favorite channel or channels and help support that channel so that you can continue getting quality product for you to enjoy. And I hope so much that our videos are entertaining and educational and fun, and we work really hard to try to do that, because for one thing, we like it. We really enjoy making the videos and having this channel, and I've always loved it. It's always been one of my favorite things about the soaping community is having the opportunity to have you guys along with me. So that's why I count y'all the team, and that we're a team, and everybody just needs to get in. But that doesn't count the patron. The patron, if you're able to give that $1 a month, then I really do appreciate it. And as we grow in patrons, we will be giving away fun things, which is a really nice thing about the patron account. Because you're involved in the patron situation, then I'm able to have the freedom to go and buy, let's say, an Essential Depot mold and give it away as a prize to the winning patron. I will have the flexibility to be able for us to do fun things together. So right now, while we're small, if you're a $20 supporter, which I'm very blessed to have one member who decided to forego the smaller and go with the larger, and I really thank you for that. So she got a free bar of soap. She didn't have to pay for the shipping either. But what we're doing is it's just $1 a month unless you wish to pay more. But for our $1 a month and on up members, then you just put a request in on the Patreon chat board under my post that you would like to get a bar of that soap, and then I send you I post my email address and I say just send $3 friends and family to this PayPal account, and then I immediately mail it out. And I've already been mailing out the bars. I get them out as fast as I can because I'm so thankful for you being a part of our channel. Let me show you the one I'm doing right now. We're doing the rose soap right now. So this one was a hot process, so it cured out really fast. So it was easy and quick to be able to get it right out to the patrons. I'm not fond of the consistency, but oh my gosh, the smell is unreal. And I wish we had smell-o-vision right now so that you could smell it. And if you're a patron and you act quickly, because we just have so many bars, you can get one of these just for paying the shipping of $3. And of course it's got my card on the front. And then after those is gone, then let's say we'll start with the next one that's ready to go on the cold processed soaps. And I'm working on a new website, and I'm hoping to have like a patron page. So when you're a patron, you can go to that page and you can get discounts on things because you're a patron. And you can pick these bars of free soap up. So like I'll put in the batch that's ready with the picture of them. And if you're a patron, then you can just go in and pay the $3 and get your soap just through my website, so you don't have to go through the extra communication back and forth, and you can just go to the website. And then when it's done, when all those bars are done, then that page will, it'll be empty, so that it'll be removed, and then the next loaf will be put on. So there might be a time that you would go there and I wouldn't have anything because nothing's cured, or everybody got there before you. So you will have to be watchful, and I'll put little notices up on the patron board when new loaves get posted there. But anyway, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. And I am so happy to have you as part of the team. Get into some soaping. Let's get not afraid to lie. Let's just dare to be a handler of lie. Let's make some soap. All right. Thanks, everybody. How long do I have to sit here?
Oh, you want me to stop?
He's supposed to be turning off the camera.
You see how she does me, right?